Just another quick review for you. This is a small EDC knife I got from eBay. I think it was like £2 or something like that. So really cheap, but it is a UK legal knife, which is handy because the blade is under 3 inches and it's non-locking. But I thought I'd give you a run through of it. Now, as I say, it's non-locking. This is it when it's folded up. It has got a little nub there so you can supposedly open it one-handed, but it's really tight. There's no way you're going to open that one-handed. You have to quite sort of clumsily open it with 2 hands, so no good for a quick draw if that's what you're looking for. I've even put some WD on it, but it hasn't made much difference. However, from a locking point of view, even though it's not actually locking, it does hold open really tightly, so you don't have to worry about it accidentally folding down on you, which is always a problem with non-locking blade knives. So that tightness that prevents you from quickly flipping it open is actually quite useful. It's got a wooden handle on it there with kind of brass at the top. The blade comes quite sharp. You can obviously sharpen it up yourself as well. It probably will need a slight bit of sharpening when you get it, but even if you don't bother sharpening it yourself, it is still sharp enough to cut things with. Now, on the bottom end of the handle there, you can see there's a hook with a spring clip, so you can attach it to the outside of your pack or your belt, or a belt loop on your jeans and your trousers, and that holds perfectly fine. That's nice and solid. There's also a hole there where you could put a lanyard if you wanted to, or there is a small keyring attached to it, but it's one of these very thin little ones, and I wouldn't necessarily trust that myself not to bend if it got caught and break off, so I'll probably remove that because it just kind of dangles around and gets in the way. But it is an option that's there as well, or you could put a stronger keyring through that loop there if you wanted. It's nice and solid. It doesn't feel cheap, even though it was cheap. The blade doesn't wobble or anything. It's nice and solid. It actually feels like a really nice quality little pocket knife. You can see how small it is there by comparing it to my hand, just to give you an idea of the size. Now I'm going to give you a little demonstration of this cutting, even though it's not really designed for wood in the outdoors. This is an around town EDC knife for cutting open boxes, cutting bits of string or whatever, but just to give you a demonstration of the sharpness of it. You can see there it's carving through the wood there pretty easily. So as I said, it does come relatively sharp. I'll try it on some harder wood and see how it fares. Some quite hard dead wood if you wanted to create some shavings maybe, but it's struggling with that because it's just, you know, it's not even necessarily a sharpness problem, it's just too small a knife to get a decent enough grip on to put a lot of force into your slices. But in a pinch you could use it to just create some very small fire lighting shards of wood there. It also comes in this little kind of nylon pouch. It's only one of those really cheap ones, but it's got a decent enough sized belt loop on it at the back there, which velcros shut at the top. If you didn't want to have it clipped onto your belt or whatever outwardly, you can just put that on there to keep it a bit more concealed. So there you have it. In a pinch it would do all right outdoors for just making some small wood carvings and shavings to maybe try and light a fire with, but really it is designed for a more urban environment. But still a nice little knife. I'll put a link in the description below from where I got it from, just to give you an idea of at least what name to Google it for, because you may be able to find it even cheaper. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.